Restoring archives in Flame or Smoke all follow along the same process. However, depending on what you select will vary what gets restored in the software. So inside this project, I've got a library with nothing inside and I'd like to restore some of my media. So if we go to Archive, inside the archive we want to restore just a media archive. I can go ahead and find the archive wherever it is located. We would choose the small kilobit file, not the segment file, and when we open the archive, this will then reveal our backup set. In order for me to restore the data, I can either select one clip, I can select a reel, or just by clicking at the very top, I can click everything. Now under Restore, in this case, I just would like to restore the selection. So if I select Selection and hit Restore, the media will then restore back into the project. And when I close the archive and exit it, you will see that I now have the reels that have come through. Now remember, in the previous video I spoke about media archiving only archiving the visual data and timelines. However, if there are any settings associated with this particular project, what we need to do is restore the settings so that I have a match of my settings files that go along with the existing media. So to restore the setups, we just go to the archive, and then from here we choose setups instead of clips, and then we then navigate to wherever the setups are located. So in this case we choose the tar file that was created earlier. When I hit restore, it gives me a message, do I want to restore the setups? I confirm. Then the setups are then restored into the project. So this is how I can restore individual pieces and then bring them into the system. This is slightly different from when restoring a project archive. As I mentioned in the previous video, if I restore a project archive, you need to ensure that the project does not have the same name as any other existing project on the system, otherwise the restore will fail. So if we were to go ahead and open up a project archive, inside this archive we've got the backup set, you can see project, we can see project setups, libraries and configurations. Now even though this is a project archive, I can still restore individual parts of that archive. So if I just want a clip, I can restore the clip. If I want to restore the entire project, I click Project Restore, we select the entire archive, and then I hit the restore button to confirm the restoration. So what this will do is it will create the project as well as restore the settings and all the data through with it. So these are the small differences between archiving and restoring media and setups versus archiving and restoring a project. Now just to show you, if I was to go and change to my new project, inside here I've now got my initial project A, which is the one that was backed up as a project, and if I go inside and have a look in my library, I've got my reel with my various different pieces of media.